The following program is brought to you in part by Johnny's Radiator Shop. For auto repair and air conditioning parts to fit everything under the sun, visit johnnysradiatorshop.com. Well, Coach Hembree, welcome to the Bow Show. We have the first round of the playoffs in the books, and Lumberjacks came out on top, so we advance, beat the Elkins Elks. Kind of got off to, I guess I'd call it a slow start. We fell behind, and I think about 13-0, but didn't have the ball much in the first quarter. But then we kind of picked things up and finished strong. So give us your observations.
Offensively, I thought we struggled early. I thought that we just missed some opportunities, and then defensively we didn't slow them down much the first two drives. They came out in a couple of things that we wasn't ready for, and you could tell. And we didn't adjust very well, and I thought that getting down 13-0, credit to our football team for not quitting at that time, and just really holding on to the rope, so to say, to come back, and was able to tie it up 13-13 in the first half, and had a chance there late in the first half to score. We got a touchdown call back, and then we missed one in the end zone, and we missed a field goal going in. But at halftime it's 13-13, and we go in, make a couple adjustments, and then came out second half and played a lot better. And we can't do that and expect to win football games, especially in the playoffs. And we got to have better starts.
Well, as I said, your team did finish strong, and especially in the second half, I thought looked real good. Kind of took control of the game, so to speak, and picked it up considerably.
Right, they did. We didn't do much different. Vincent was Vincent in the second half. I think that he didn't have very many yards in the first half, and ended up with 206, 208 yards in the second half rushing. And offensive line did a lot better job of run blocking, and then on defense we did a better job getting off the field. That was the big thing in the first half, was we get them in third down, third and long, third and medium, and just couldn't get off the field. Their quarterback, we knew, talked about it last week, could run around and make plays, and he was able to do that. And we didn't contain him very well, and I thought the second half we contained him a lot better. He still made some plays, but he didn't make as many. And they played hard. They played extremely hard, and they were a young football team, so the future is really bright for them. And but credit to our football team for coming in at halftime, making the adjustments and coming out in the second half and outscoring them, I guess, 21-6.
I think I told somebody it's kind of unusual. A high school team falls behind a couple of scores. That can be substantial in high school football, but your team really just hung in there and just came right back.
Yeah, and we talked about just keep playing the next play, and don't worry, don't look at the scoreboard, and it'll take care of itself. And that's what our kids did. We played hard, and we just didn't play smart at times. And we had some shots that we missed. It was 3 or 4 times there in the first half that we were behind them and just missed it, and that we got to fix. And if you take away if you add them to us, we just hit 1 or 2 of them, then we're up 2 scores at halftime.
Well, let's move ahead. Round 2, we've got Ozark, and we have to go on the road for this game. Correct?
Yes.
So we've been up there before. It's a little bit of history here with Ozark over the years. Tell us about Ozark this year and what they do.
Really good football team. They're 10-1. They've given up 77 points for the year. That's 7 points a game. The most in one game they've given up is 15. So defensively they're really good. I think scoring wise, defensive scoring wise, that they're number 1 in the state of Arkansas in 4A football. So we got to have a great plan. We got to be able to execute. We can't turn the ball over. They live off turnovers. They've had a slew of defensive touchdowns this year. That they're very opportunistic as far as that goes. They find a way to create turnovers, and that's something that we can't do. That we got to stay away from. Offensively, they're big. They're huge up front. They're probably average 300 across the offensive line. They got a big tight end that's about 6'3", 240, 250. That's their guy that they want to really key around. And then in the backfield, they got 2 backs that are really fast, and then their quarterback, and he makes them go. He's rushed the ball over 170 times this year. They're a ground and pound team. They want to line up and they want to run right at you. And we got to find a way to be physical up front. We know that they're a lot bigger than we are. And so we got to play really smart and really disciplined and make sure we fit our gaps. And then on offense, we got to take care of the football. We got to take care of the football, and we got to execute better than we did last week. And then, special teams, they got a really good punter. I mean, probably one of the best punters we've seen. They play a lot of field position football with him. So it's going to be a huge ball game. They're not 10-1 for nothing. The game they lost was early in the year, and they lost a couple players and during the course of the game, and really couldn't overcome it. But defensively, they still only gave up 15 points that game. So we're playing probably one of the best defenses we've seen in a long time, and we just got to go in with a great plan and execute that plan.
Well, again, just to make sure everybody knows, the game is this Friday night, kickoff 7 p.m. at Ozark. So we're going to, again, as we always do, urge all these Lumberjack fans to get on the road. It's not a hard trip. It's just a few miles up there to it, but go to Ozark, be there, support this football team, because this is if you're going to keep going, you got to win it.
Oh, no doubt. It's a tough place to play. We played there my first year here, and I think we were up 18-15 at halftime, and ended up getting beat 50 to 18. And I told somebody the other day that they shoot that gun off every time they score, and I think they had to go to town and get the bullets in the second half. They ran out, but it's a tough place to play. They got a great atmosphere, and it's going to be a fun night. It's going to be football weather, and we're excited about the opportunity. We're taking a young football team, and we're in round 2, and we get a chance to grow up big time, because we got to grow up this week, and our kids are responding well.
Well, let me ask you, we often talk about him, but you've already mentioned Vincent Steps, who has just had a tremendous year, continues to excel. Just talk about him for a minute, what he's meant to you.
Vincent's grown up a lot. He's become our leader. The last 2 years, he's really sold out to being a football player, but he didn't really know what he wanted to be when he was younger. And we rally around him. I mean, he's our guy. There's times where we get on his back and say, "All right, Vincent, let's go." And we did that last Friday night some. We wasn't planning on doing that, and we ended up having to do it. And he expects it, he wants it, and he's just a great kid and a hard worker, and he's got a chance to have a bright future. Outside, we still got some football to play this year, but after that, he's got a bright future, and I think he'll do well. But right now, we worry about him going to Ozark and helping us win a football game.
And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention your offensive line. I know that's been a big part of Vincent's success. They continue to play well.
And it's been hard because we've played so many guys up there with injuries and so forth. We played 2 sophomores for most of the year, and Dakota Hyman and Connor McDermott, and then Jacob Duran, his first year playing, and they just fight. They just get better every week, and they got a huge task ahead of them. And we're playing a really good defensive line, a front 7 this week, and it's just going to be Mark Hurston, who's a 3-year starter, and Trayvon's a 3-year starter, but the other 3 are real young and really inexperienced, and it's going to be a tough challenge for them. But I think they'll be up for it, and I think that they're excited about it.
All right, well, Coach, Friday night at Ozark, 7 p.m. kickoff. Urge everybody to make the trip, get up there and support this team, and good luck.
All right, thank you.